Hi, my name is Gracjan. I'm gonna give you a book review about the boy in the striped pajamas. The author, the John Boyd, is the author of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and he was born on the 30th of April 1971. He finished the University of Dublin and the University of Norwich. He also won the Curtis Brown Award. John Boyd is the author and he lives in Dublin. John Boyd has written 13 novels for adults and 7 novels for young people, and the biggest success was the book The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. John Boyd is the international bestseller and his books are translated in 50 different languages. The book conveys knowledge that children do not see the same far as adults do. The tunnel vision can lead to big trouble. The historical background of this book is the Holocaust. During World War II, millions of civilians were transported with a train to the camp. Meanwhile, they thought they were going to a nice place, but the point was to execute millions of civilians. Jews were the main target of the Nazis. I think overall the success that the author has made with his book is huge. A lot of people around the world love it. The theme of the book attracts people to read it. The story relates to Auschwitz-Birkenau. Bruno and Shmuel's first meeting was around the page 100, until the moment he meets a boy who is smaller than him. He sits in a way with two crossed legs. Bruno has been exploring for 2 hours. He tells Shmuel, and found something? Shmuel asks. Yes, I found you. What's your name? Bruno, he says, and mine is Shmuel. Bruno says he's never heard such a name. I live in the house, the side of the fence. Oh really, I've seen the house, but never you. My room is one of the first floors, said Bruno. I've never heard anyone's name Shmuel. It looks like someone is blowing. I've never heard a name like Bruno either. How old are you? Bruno asked. Shmuel takes out his fingers and starts counting. I'm 9. I was born on the 15th of April 1934. I don't believe that, Bruno says. Why? Shmuel said. Because I was born on the same day. I'm also 9 years old. That's really insane. But where are you from, Shmuel? I'm from Poland. So why do you speak German? Because you said hello in German. So I answered. Do you speak Polish? No, said Bruno. I don't know anyone who speaks 2 languages, and no one who is old as we are. Where is Poland, by the way? Well, it's in Europe. Have you ever heard of Denmark? Yes. The story about Bruno and Shmuel revolves around that, which is why it's such an important moment in the story. This part of the story is simply the beginning of the new friendship and an adventure. The story this far is very interesting. You would never expect that a boy from a big house that goes for exploring will find a boy that is a prisoner of concentration camp and have a conversation with him. The moment that Bruno said to Shmuel that at least I found you was very nice from him, because he also could say that I was searching for something else and I am going further for exploring. Storytelling moment second. What happened big next? That's when Leon told Kotler catches Shmuel eating, which of course was forbidden at the time. No one was allowed to cross the borders of the camp, but he did so anyway. Bruno told Shmuel that he could come along to eat something, and they stood there. Bruno tells Shmuel, grab, but we already have enough food for evening meals. What Shmuel really had to do was polish glasses, but at the moment Lieutenant Cutler enters, something else is going on. When Lieutenant Cutler walks in, he sees Shmuel, who has a piece of chicken in his mouth. Do you eat anything? Cutler asks with an angry look. Later, Cutler asks Bruno, do you know that young man? Do you talk to him before? Bruno sits completely still until the moment Cutler gets really angry. Bruno answers with, no, I don't know him. I've never seen him in his life. Cutler nods, and he seems satisfied with Bruno's answer. You finish brushing the glasses? Cutler tells Shmuel. Later I will come to take you back to camp, where we will have what expect to guys stealing. Understood? Understood. Shmuel nodded. This fragment was also deep, because it was forbidden to eat and Bruno allows him to do it. But also I had mixed feelings about Bruno, because First of all, he allows Shmuel to eat, and when Kotler comes in the room, Bruno extremely changes and acts like he never saw Shmuel before. But I also understand why he chose for this move. If Bruno said that he knows him and that he is nice, he's my friend, Bruno and Shmuel will get together in a big trouble where Bruno maybe never will see Shmuel again. The new house. But when he sees his new home for the first time, he's completely surprised. The house in Berlin was in a quiet street with many different houses and friends with whom Bruno could play. But now, it is completely different. The house is completely bare only without other houses around it. Everywhere it was bare and there was no other house to see from afar, which meant there were no other families, no other boys who Bruno could play with. Everywhere it was bare and everything was grey. For the first time, when he started thinking about it, he thought it was a farm, the concentration camp. Later, when Bruno went for exploration and to see what really looks like, he saw that it was not a farm at all, but a place where people wear the same piece of clothing, the pyjama. At the moment Bruno meets Shmuel earlier, he finds out that these people are treated badly and that their own clothes are taken from the soldiers. Because of this, they got pyjamas and everyone had to wear it. I also find that finding a new home you've never lived in before and far away from all your friends is that it is a nasty period for you and not that great. The saddest moment of the story is how the story ends. Bruno's mother searches her son around the house and outside all day, but there are no traces to be found, and Bruno's mother worries where he can be. Bruno's father, so the soldier is searching, but still without success. At one point, Bruno walks to a place where there is a hole in the fence. She thinks it could be her child, which of course no one saw where he is. When Bruno ended up inside the fences of the camp, everything seemed different than he had expected. He wanted to return, but it was too late. Then there was a commander calling everyone in now. No one knew what was happening at the time, so he listened to the tasks. Shmuel and Bruno worked together in gas chambers. About things that I have about things. No, it's very deep and it makes you think about it for a long time. About things that I have everything right. When people think and wonder why is my life so hard, they have to keep behind their heads that someone else has even harder. And people who were guests at the guest chambers had absolutely nothing to say. I think everyone should have read this book. It is a very fun and teaching book. The book sometimes goes fast and sometimes very slow, which makes up for the story. What also makes is fun is that the story is very smooth to read. It is definitely recommended for everyone, and I think the book should be bought everywhere, and that this book is a perfect book. It is a book with a very nice message to everyone in the world. That was my book review about the book in the striped pyjama. I hope you enjoyed it. See you soon. Bye.